So Gutenberg, we're a great books college, which means that our curriculum consists almost entirely of classical works. Classical works from ancient times. We start with the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is the oldest book that we have a copy of, 3500 BC. We go all the way through contemporary stuff. I think the most recent book on the curriculum is probably written in the 1990s. Our pedagogy, our teaching method is largely discussion-based. There's only one lecture a week, and that lecture is largely trying to provide a historical background to whatever it is that we're discussing, whatever it is that we're reading during the week.
Like, she's kind of, you don't get the sense that, like, she's doing this.
I also love this guy in there.
Yeah, she loves this other guy.
That's kind of the main differentiator.
Well, and yeah, she's like, and I love this guy. I mean, that's really what, like.
That's like what the book's about.
For me, having so many discussion-based classes can be challenging because I haven't always been used to working stuff out by talking all the time. Like, I've always been a lot more reserved, so it is challenging to me personally to constantly be like in contact with a large group of other people. And even though like you definitely develop a rapport with your classmates, and that's really important and very special, like it can also be a very vulnerable place. And
part of our philosophy is better to know somebody and have to work out your problems with that person in kind of like a tightly knit community than argue with somebody and be able to just kind of walk away and never deal with it, because then you're just not really dealing with your own stuff, and you're not trying to understand the other person. So again, it's part of the reason why we want to be small, is because if you have a really big school, that's sort of like those sorts of interpersonal conflicts could just be diluted or avoided or something like that.
I probably would have gone for an English major if I had gone to university, and this has gotten me interested in a lot more things that I probably would not have encountered in an English major, or at least on my own. A lot of philosophy and economics and different kinds of readings that don't necessarily catch my interest, but I've gotten a lot of exposure to.
I know everybody says, teachers say, oh, I love learning from my students, and I don't know if they mean it. I hope they mean it, but I really love that, because the books that we're reading are hard. They're really difficult to understand, and we have smart, committed students for the most part, and it's really nice to learn from them.